You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl. Oh my God, I've been listening to Hall & Oates. Funnier stories can be told about Hall & Oates, but they're not my stories to tell, so I'm not telling them. But anyways, in true Hall & Oates style, we're going to take this one from the back. I'm going to do this podcast backwards. Oh my God, seriously. It's been a fucking hot minute since you filthy streamers and you filthy downloaders and I had a chat. And chubby chasers like me, I haven't lived this down, this chubby chaser thing. Now, let me tell you what a chubby chaser is. So now, you might think you know what it is, but not in my case. So, like, sometimes my friends are like, Tanya, you don't have a type, but you like, I wouldn't say you don't have a type. Even like for like friends, the men that I hang out with are BBM. They're big, beautiful men, BBM. So I got called a chubby chaser. And you know what? I stand by it. I am a fucking chubby chaser. So that's what I am. Friends and relations, I'm here for it. I'm here for the belly. I'm here for the fucking dad bod, the mom bod, you know, all the summers. I'm down with looking like Winnie the Pooh. I don't fucking care, but so apparently, yeah, I'm a chubby chaser. So I guess I will stand by that and I will live up to that name, and that's what I am. I gotta get the cards out on the table before I start. Otherwise, if I don't get the cards out on the table right before I start, the ADHD takes over. And then it's like, ooh, shiny. And then I get off topic and I fucking get a whirlwind of ideas that I didn't have previously. And it's just like, follow your notes, bitch. But I'm like, you're supposed to follow the yellow brick road, but I just can't. Dorothy's looking at fucking everything else all over the place. And Oz is so exciting and fucking, it's crazy. People not from London, or if you haven't seen like an early Kevin Smith movie, specifically Clerks or Chasing Amy or something like that, maybe you're 30 and under. I'm not hating on you. I'm just stating a thing. I don't know what the culture interruption is, but like, here we go. I'm not hating on you. I'm educating on you, okay? A townie. People will be like, what's a townie? Tanya, what the fuck is a townie? I use the word all the time. A townie. A townie is basically someone who's lived in town their whole lives, like usually, I'm talking about this town. For me, a townie. They've lived other places, but inevitably they end up living 2 blocks from wherever they grew up. They know every urban and real legend from, you know, kids drowning in fucking backyards and hopping fences and cursed in houses, like haunted houses. Someone who can't go anywhere in their town without getting like recognized. Like someone recognizes them everywhere they go. Myself, for instance, I am a townie. I live 2 blocks away from where I grew up, and I know fucking everybody. Again, small town girl, lived everywhere, but you know, Pollock, so I know everybody's fucking business. And then on top of it all, townies are also historians, and we all know the best places for everything. Food and stuff and things like that. Like, they're likely related to the kid who drowned at the YMCA pool. And if you know, you know. I'm kidding. You know, Rob and I are a good handful of folks who are townies and who also know a good handful of townies. I've lived everywhere, man. But again, I'm back to living 2 blocks away from where I grew up. And Rob was living in America even for like 10 years. And what happened after all that and after being all over, we both ended up at square one, both blocks away from where we both grew up. And our old, like, you know, stomping grounds, from Bush Bash spots to Hill 2000 to the Byron Bomba. We know all the places to go and make out too. Now that is what I call a townie. That's what a fucking townie is. So if you were ever like super unclear about what a townie is or was, now you know. Let me clear my throat. So let's start the show, I've got heartburn city from doing hot sauce off the web of my hand with my neighbors, like doing a street buy of cocaine in like Amsterdam. Like we're just like cocaine, like whoosh, just right off the fucking coke web, just, but like a snooter in the mouth, like not a shooter in the nose, like a shooter in the mouth. My hood's getting more like fucking metal like every day. Ha! That's what I love. That's what I love. Now, we're on to episode like 119. It's fucked up. And like I'll tell you, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Just the two of us. Parking by the lake on a moonlight ride. And no one knows that we're here. We're on a secret date and our spouses are none the wiser. And they'll never know. La 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 la. Getting jiggy with it. No! I told you, I know all the hump spots and all the makeout spots and all the spots to get it on. So here we go. Do you sing that song? That I'm going to go cheat on you and now no one's going to find out song. And have you sang that song? We're going to talk about this today. Maybe you're singing it right now. Because if you're anything like the former CEO of Ashley Madison, the world's largest dating site for one thing and one thing only, infidelity. Site just for infidelity specifically. Married folks who want to be with other married folks and just don't want to get caught in their relationships. They thrive on, and their big selling point was discretion. The locked, secured symbol, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. No one's going to find out where you're dipping it. We're going to protect you at Ashley Madison. You're going to fill out an application that is like filling out an application for a fucking credit card. You put all down all your worldly information and then you're going to get a count. We're going to inevitably post your face. We're going to talk about this. But like I say, this tagline of this site, for whatever reason, for the advertising, for the marketing, I guess the marketing was brilliant. If this is what you're after. The tagline for the marketing was life short, have an affair. Life short, have an affair. Holy fuck, why not? You're definitely willing, seriously, like, oh my God. You're willing to do a lot of things if you're willing to put that tagline right out there. And you're whistling Dixie, obviously. Dixon cider. Oh my God. But I'm ching, dad joke. But seriously. Well, happy Pride Month. And welcome to a very telling episode of 21st Century Rocker Mom, telling on you with me, your host, Tanya Candler. Obviously, we are looking at affairs and cheating and so much more on the show. Like I say, I just pulled my notes out. I got my Kool-Aid. No, this is lemonade, actually. It's pink lemonade. I'm like, it's not Kool-Aid this week. It's pink lemonade. I'm going to put it in a more accessible area for me. It may not be in the frame, but I'm going to be able to get it better. We're going to explore how my mom found her inner Janet Weiss from the last couple weeks. From the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Janet Weiss, Susan Sarandon, if you know, you know. Second virginities, losing of your second virginity, Christian affairs by God. Loving people, preaching, but not practicing what they're doing. They're just preaching it, but they're not practicing it. They're practicing something, but it's not Christianity. And a few folks will be outed. I hope you don't hear your name. I hope you don't. Maybe I hope you do. Maybe I hope you do. Anyways, also why I'm late. Not my period. Not my period. My period's not late. We're good. It's almost out of here. Fucking goddamn early menopause. Thank you, Jesus. This week, here's like, I had notes. They're annihilated. My original notes, I can't even show you because they got Kool-Aid spilled all over them in the bathtub. Because I was in the bathtub and I was having a bath. And I was having a glass of actual Kool-Aid, and it was in a wine glass. It was blue Kool-Aid. I was having a vape. My phone, I was dinking around, I had notes, and I was doing all like 52 things at once. And all of a sudden I dropped my fucking Kool-Aid. And I was like, where to drop it? Is it going to spill on my vape? Is it going to spill on my phone? Good God. Or is it going to spill on my notes, which I could, like rewrite? It spilled on my notes. It spilled on my notes right on. It didn't get on anything else. I think a drop got on like the screen of my phone. And I was like, yeah, somebody grabbed the rice, but everything was fine. Everything was fine. I'm good. But like, seriously, my notes are swollen and bloated and wrapped in plastic like Laura Palmer, for fuck's sakes. It's ridiculous. And yeah, they're truly soaked in Jim Jones juice. Yeah, Kool-Aid. So I was like, they having a bath and having that nice slippery therapy where you don't want to break a glass and whatever. You break a glass! I didn't break it. Like I broke my concentration and the Kool-Aid that slipped and it fell. And it got all over everything. So I broke my notes and I just didn't want soggy phone, soggy vape. That doesn't work for me. So soggy notes, that I could work with. I had to repen them and redo everything and rewrite everything and had to put it in my special book and everything like that. Yeah, that's right. It's my special book. No one can look inside that book. That's what's in here. No one wants to look inside there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cut it open. So the delay in the podcast is not an apology at all, because I'm not apologizing, not sorry. It's just utter, complete transparency. I'll be transparent with you every fucking time. What can I say? So for better or for worse, till death do us part, here it is. We're going to start in a really familiar territory, what I call and many refer to as Hollywood or Hollyweird North, just up the road about 2 hours from me up here. We're talking about Toronto. It's my home away from home. I grew up there half of my early teen years playing shows and gallivanting around Queen Street and Yonge Street and all those kind of places. So a man from Toronto named Noel Biederman. He was the talk of the town and the toast of the town for a little while. And why? He was the CEO of Ashley Madison, the world's biggest infidelity dating website. And why is he not so toasty of the town now? Well, I mean that Ashley Madison documentary on Netflix has come out with countless others. But after the Ashley Madison dump of all the names of the people who were, in it and who were, their security kind of got leaked. Ashley Madison, like I say, they prided themselves on having this airtight security for everybody. But that was compromised. And after the dump, it really blew the fucking roof off this asshole. Blew the roof off the fact that he was not only the poster boy for affairs, who was parading his marriage around being like, this is such a good thing, but my wife and I are into monogamy and stuff like that. He was having affairs, all kinds of stuff. So what's Ashley Madison if you don't know? Maybe you've only heard about the leak, the dump of names. It was the world's largest married dating website. It's an app. They push monogamy equals monotony. The taglines are life short, have an affair. They ran on a match-based system, monetarily. So you use a token system to buy, pay to play. If you want to talk to someone, you got to pay a token. If you want to do this, you got to pay this many tokens. If you want to do this, if you want to send a photo, it's cost this many tokens. So you keep putting money and pumping money into this website in order to interact with these folks that are in your area or whatever, whoever your pings are or whatever. And the big draw, like I say, was the anonymity that you were going to get with this website. So this site was supposed to be a dream come true for people who wanted to cheat. You want to cheat, you're happy, you love your partner, but you don't want to cheat on your husband or your wife or your partner or your kids or anything like that. And you don't certainly want to get caught. You just want to go out and have your cake and eat it too. And you want to have a little slice of, cake. And you don't want anyone to find out. And so does the other person. So you guys are on the same page here. So, right? So you get hooked up with someone exactly like you with what you want to do. So what would you pay for that? The question really is, what the fuck wouldn't you pay for that? You're paying for that complete anonymity and complete quietness about your affair. It's ridiculous. Are you fucking kidding me? This was a trap door from day one. Seriously, it's a trap. I kind of chuckle a bit because I wonder, and no judgment to the people who are going out and having affairs and stuff like that. But who signs up for something like this that's so untruthful? And it's I'm expecting no one to get caught. And then when they do get caught, they freak the fuck out. Who signs up for this shit without thinking karma's going to come down and fucking hit me one day and smack me hard, right? They had wild advertising and marketing, not only in North America, but in other countries too, globally. India Their advertising was cultural genocide to Indian culture. They had billboards all around India saying, Ashley Madison, your parents planned your marriage. Let us help you arrange your affair. Or it's like, your parents arranged your marriage. I'm like they were pissing people off left and right, but they were making money and they didn't give a fuck because Noel Biederman was behind this. I mean, this guy used his wife on ads for Ashley Madison, and not only in TV interviews as, you know, advertising themselves as having the perfect marriage and the poster people for that. The guy was a king of infidelity for real, because he was outed. The leak fucking fucked him over big time. A disgruntled hacker, or hackers, a group of hackers, I guess, asked the company to shut down, or they'd unleash all the content info from the site, all the people's names, all the emails, all transactional material, all kinds of things like that. Ooh, there's a freaking crazy squirrel in my bird feeder right now. But Noel Biederman, he didn't want to back down. This guy was like, fuck this. Ashley Madison is my site. I'm not backing the fuck down. He stood his ground. But he got fucking dicked down and it all came out. Oh my God. Who was outed? Who was outed? Who are some of the people who were outed in the Ashley Madison dump? Oh, we got Gianni Laval. That's Snooki Palazzi, Snooki Nicole Palazzi, you know, Snooki from Jersey Shore. That's her husband. Josh Takeman from The Real Housewives of New York. Chris Christie's brother got taken out in that. Hunter Biden was named. Florida State Attorney Jeff Ashton. Not surprisingly, everyone's least favorite pedophile, Josh fucking Duggar, the fucking sister toucher, the guy on 19 and counting who was molesting his own sisters, and now he's not even allowed to see his own kids unless they're supervised. Not shocked one bit. A good Christian man. Good Christian man. His wife's still married to his stupid ass. Ridiculous. More surprisingly, though, you probably remember that video that made this Christian lifestyle, vlogging family, these vloggers. They made them super famous, and it turned them into a nightmare. It turned their fame into a total nightmare, this Ashley Madison thing. Sam and Nia Radin rose to YouTube fame quickly with the viral video of Frozen's Love is an Open Door. It's this couple singing to each other in the car to Love is an Open Door. All my life has been a series of doors in my face. And then suddenly I run into you. And they're doing that. I've been and love was an open door for Sam Rader, their names are Radar. I'm looking at an N right now, but no, their names are Rader. Sam Rader, he's a nurse, and love was an open door for him. He was going on Ashley Madison. So from them to be really successful, super successful Christian YouTube lifestyle bloggers, he even announced her pregnancy before she knew, because he took a urine sample from the toilet because he's a nurse, live. And the bomb dropped on Ashley Madison. Guess whose name was on the list? Sam Radar. So Sammy boy, the Christian, got outed on Twitter because someone dropped his name. Is that Sam Radar guy from YouTube outed on Ashley Madison? Boom, him and his wife were sitting in an airport and he has to fucking break the news to her at Chili's. Fuck me. I would have killed him. Would have killed that motherfucker. His pastor told him he had to reveal all of his years, even pre-Ashley Madison, because he's been cheating on his wife for a long time. Since they were together, the guy couldn't stop. So this guy was a dog too, a dog. And just like the Duggar wife, super Bible thumper. This stupid bitch forgave him too and took him back. And what happens when it happens again? I do not fucking feel bad for you, ladies. Specifically in this situation, because it's ladies. I don't feel fucking bad for you because a leopard does not change their spots. If they're cheating on you, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame the fuck on me. So if he does it again, and he will, you're a dumb bitch. And if she does it again, and she will, you're a dumb bitch. And if they do it again, they will. You're a dumb idiot. You're a dumb bitch. You're whatever. You're dumb. Because if a person is a cheater, they don't generally change their ways because they're sneaky. They like to be sneaky and, Yeah, it's not good. Like I say, it's more embarrassing than my mom turning into Janet Weiss from Rocky Horror Picture Show, talking about this like guy who's like Icelandic or a Viking on the show that she watches, and how like he made her nipples hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. This moment made Rob blush so hard. Like this kind of thing is hilarious. Like when my mom makes comments, like she hardly ever says anything like that. But when she says something overtly sexual and she says it around Rob, he like almost loses his mind because he can't like handle like my little mom saying something like, oh, this guy made my nipples hard. Ooh, he's so cute. Well, he just fell from the sky. Blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. I don't know. These people from Ashley Madison, though, back on that, these physical like affairs and meeting one-on-one or like one and done, like the sex isn't amazing. It's probably terrible because it's just like the first time you're meeting someone. So it's probably like clumsy as fuck, not that great. Maybe it's explosive with one or two people, but it can't be that great. And I don't know what's worse to me is like the emotional affairs this guy was having. Like he's having a lot of emotional affairs. And the emotional level seems to be deeper to me because the body has human response. Like that's like too easy. Like sexual response is really easy. If someone touches you and it feels good, you know what I mean? But like it's really hard to turn on someone's mind. That's very difficult. I know that for sure because of my sexual preference. My sexual preference is your fucking brain. Like, you know, like I will tell and maintain a million times that I fell in love with my partner, like Rob, like over a hug, which is ridiculous. But I did. Like, and then like we got, you know, talking, I got to know his brain and stuff like that. And that's why we fell in love and that's why it works. But like turning on the mind and stimulating conversation and speaking and thought and sparking thoughts and stuff like that is a whole different thing. And that can get a person feeling a certain way. When you can massage someone's mind, that's bigger than massaging their crotch. Seriously, people pushing certain agendas but not following them is a pet peeve for me. Practice what you preach, real talk. If you're at home getting hammered while he's out getting nailed, I don't know. Maybe stop or just get split up. Stop cheating on each other. It's crazy. If you still want to have an affair after all the cautionary stories, like, fancy this. Get yourself some protection and get like yourself some discretion if you still want to have an affair, because you're going to get caught. I'm going to tell you this right now. Get yourself some papers, preferably divorce papers, because you're going to need them. Speaking of getting fucked over, this entire show, like I say, got fucked over because of Kool-Aid and hair dye. And I can't show you the notes because they're done. Other than the crazy affair stuff and being so perplexed by this documentary and the other ones I watched, one question. So, like, this is my question after watching all these Ashley Madison things, and here's a conclusion that I came to. My question is, are you, like, if you gave all your credit card information, like mortgage application style, like really, like everything's out on the table, and you didn't think that anyone would ever somehow, like, get this out of security, like, if you ever have to fill anything out like that and you get, like, an weird feeling about it in your gut, don't do it. There's probably a reason you shouldn't do it, like, you know, because it's bad. A lot of women on these apps, I'm not going to lie, a lot of the women are on these apps. I'm not going to lie. I'm a woman and I'm not going to lie. The men are out for sex and or like companionship. She doesn't listen to me anymore. She's old. She never has time to have sex with me anymore. She's always with the kids. Women on these apps are on for a few things. I will say mostly it's WWE. And it's not wrestling. WWE is wiener, wallet, or eating. Or it could be WWF, wiener, wallet, and food. It all looks like and sounds like it has to do with wrestling, but I mean, there might be a little bit of wrestling involved. But mostly it's eating. Seriously, you are a sexy meal ticket, my loves. You have no idea how many dates I've personally walked out on way before the wiener because I knew it would be a disaster if I had sex with this person. I didn't want to. Your head would fucking spin. The wheels would fucking fall off if you found out how many times I've done this. I'm just like, I know halfway through dinner, I'm just like, I don't want to get down. I'm not down. So like, sometimes you just got to take the money and run. One time I had a really bad date. Someone got me, I'm going to have some cake. I got a piece of cake. I don't know what it is. It was a surprise. Got a piece of cake. That's awfully nice. I had the worst date ever one time with this guy. What kind of cake is this? Oh my God. It's the kind that you can't open. And he got drunk and his entire family got drunk. And they were like, Tanny, we want to take you out for dinner. We want to pay. But I had to drive. And I didn't want to drive because I'd been smoking joints all day. And I was like, this is probably not good. But like, here, can you drive our $200,000 vehicle? Which was some kind of like crazy Cadillac or something like that. And I was like, I don't really feel good about this. So I drove it anyway. I drove it downtown and I went out for dinner with his entire family. And like I say, I was stoned. I was really stoned. I was hungry. I had the munchies. I drove downtown. So you know what? They fed me. And you know what? I didn't feel bad about it. I was not interested in this guy's fucking trouser snake. I just wasn't. He had a really nice family. I actually felt bad when I broke up with him because like I lost his family, not him. I didn't give a fuck about this guy at all, but like I cared about his family. This cake is awesome. It's rainbow. Happy Pride. Like I say, happy Pride month and I'm kind of a fag. So there you go. And I can say that because I'm pan. So that's under the queer umbrella. So I'm definitely one of those queers who's going to sit here and eat queer cake on a podcast with you because that's what I do. It's awesome. But like I say, this guy was not cool. He was an alcoholic. He cried a lot. I like people that are in touch with their emotions that will cry a lot, but not whiny fucking drama queens. No. I don't like that. I don't want to hear bitching and complaining and drama starting. You want to start drama? This guy was the drama queen mother. Just a drama queen mother. Ooh, I'm getting green now. Cool. Green. That, thankfully, is something I've never dealt with that shit with Rob at all. Like, not his style. Not his style. He doesn't, like, bitch and complain about stuff, anything. Like, it has to be a big deal if Rob brings it up. Yellow. But, what I did have to bring up to Rob is, I said something the other day in the morning about going on a pig hunt. And he's like, what the hell is going on a pig hunt? I'm like, you never went out on a pig hunt with your friends before? And he's like, no, I don't even know what this is. So I had to explain to him what a pig hunt is. So I'm going to explain it to you as well, what a pig hunt is. A pig hunt is when you go out to a bar with your friends and everybody gets really hammered. We did this when we were younger. A group of your friends, a group of girls for me, everyone would get really hammered. And you find like the most unattractive fucking dude there who's like not going to get laid. And then you all draw straws or flip coins or something, and whoever loses has to go home with the guy. And that's what going on a pig hunt is. And Rob, when I told him, he was like, that's fucking terrible. That's the worst thing you've ever said in your life. I'm like, well, yeah. I'm like, I never was at the losing end of pig hunt, but I played the game. Don't hate the fucking players. Hate the game. You know what? I'm the fucking coach, bitch. Ha! Red. Honestly. Don't hate the players. Don't even hate the game. She is what she is. And that is what a pig hunt is. Now I talk about second virginities and stuff like that. And affairs. And losing virginity stories. Because I was talking to my friend this week about losing virginity stories. And how I was like, my losing your virginity story has like lacks luster and is like completely boring. But then he was talking to me about losing his virginity. And like his story is like amazing. And I had actually forgotten it until he jogged my memory. So it was funny. And I was like, I kind of consider losing your virginity as the first time that you enjoy having sex with another person. Not the first time you have sex. I don't think losing virginity is penetration. I think losing your virginity is enjoyment. I'm not going to lie. Like Carrie Fisher said. Like I said, I didn't lose my virginity a long time ago. Even like, I think a lot of things can be over before they're over. Virginities, marriages. My first marriage, like I will tell you, before I got married, it was over before it was over. And, I mean, that happens with a lot of people's like dating relationships. They date for so long. They get married because they think it's like the next logical step. And it's the worst fucking thing that they could possibly do. It's so stupid. And you think that you're going to get married and magically everything's going to be fine. But marriage doesn't make things better. And kids don't make it better either. If things are already bad, another stressor on a relationship will turn it from bad to worse, no matter what the stressor is. No matter who's like giving the stress. So like I say, with my first marriage that was over before it began, I also had to take some time off from the podcast because complete transparency, that said, I had took some time off because I was in court fighting my friend, my hopefully soon ex-husband, who refuses to give me a divorce. So since he's refused to give me a divorce, because like Rob and I can't legally get fucking married unless we go to like Mexico or some shit. It makes me crazy. But my first husband like won't give me a legal divorce because he keeps fighting me in court. He's doing it just to be himself, which is, I figured out, not nice. So I've had it. And so after being still like married to this guy legally, like not anywhere else, but just like legal on paper. So I just can't get married to Rob. We can do whatever we want. Been together for the last 7 some odd years. But I've had it now. So now I'm going to be petty. And I'm going to be like a little bit funny and petty. And so every time I see him, I'm going to be like, oh, there's my angel baby, chubby hubby, how are you? And I'll pinch his cheekies and fucking grab his face. And then what I'm going to say to him in front of his married girlfriend, because he's got a girlfriend, but her husband's currently in jail. I don't know what's going to happen when he gets out. But I'm going to say, hey guys, you know what? We all have something in common here, except for Rob. We're all married. But I wonder how it's going to go over. I don't know. However, bright spot to my first marriage, my son. Amazing, amazing bright spot. Every cloud has a silver lining. And like, I'll tell you, going to court's interesting and amazing, because if my lawyer was a fish, she'd be a fucking barracuda. Like, talk about the smackdown. And also, like, we have a lovely time in court just waiting for our turn. Lots in common, real smart, quick-witted, no bullshit, boundless energy, another fucking like 4 a.m. warrior, someone who likes to get up when I get up and just get the day fucking started. To say I was nervous before court, I'm always nervous. I've always been nervous. I don't love those situations, and that's why I have my lawyer. She makes all that go away, except one thing that she can't make go away. I got a showeria. Yep. That's it. I said what I said. Bitch, I said what I said. I got showeria. It is what it sounds like. I almost shit myself in the shower playing fart roulette. Nope. Then, like, Rob got me this stuff to put a cork in it, and I'm fixed with all these probiotics and stuff like that. I thought I was going to shit myself while I was having a shower because I was nervous for court. And I got some kombucha and stuff. Get that in your belly. It helps. Fermented foods. Like, man, seriously, fermented foods work. While I was at the courthouse, though, the weirdest fucking thing happened. This guy came out of fucking nowhere and was like, hey, are you a lawyer? I'm just like, no. I just came and proceeded to sit down beside me and try to like force himself into talking to me. And he was like being rude and not trying to ask me on a date and just being pushy and stuff like that. So like he told me his name was Carlos and like God sent me to him and all this stuff. So he said to me, what does it say on your necklace there? And he tried to like touch me. And I'm like, no, you're not going to go there, buddy. So he's like, what does it say on your necklace? I said, It says, don't fucking touch me on my necklace. That's what it says, stranger danger. And he says, your name's Tanya, are you Russian? And I said, yep, I'm Russian to get the fuck out of here. And then I left. I was like, whoosh, I just got the fuck out of there. Because I was like, no, this is not happening. We have a fun weekend. We had things on our hood that were going on for like the last couple weekends. We had Gathering on the Green. We've had Pride celebrations all month because it's Pride Month. Yay, because Pride. I'm queer and queer presenting and stuff. So we've had this conversation. I've explained that I came out at 40 as pan and just loving people because of who they are. Like pansexuality, the best way I can explain it to someone who has no idea about that stuff at all is like drinking a bottle of wine. It's like not looking at the label and just drinking what's in the bottle because it's awesome. Or reading a book, not judging the cover, but the inside, like the guts of the book are really good. That's how I like often explain like pansexuality to humans, because that's what makes sense. At least it does to me. And like I say, I saw some people in local fests and gatherings. I saw some people get kicked off of some things for like Pride Month, like not being included because they are queer or whatever. But like that said, I have seen a lot more inclusion than exclusion because of Pride Month. There was no word for what I was when I was growing up. So everyone just said like bisexual or whatever. So I've got a lot to look forward to this month. Lots of celebrations and lots of teachable moments for like haters and people that are like throwing shade. There's a lot of moments where you can just like not hate and you can just educate and it's better. And speaking of haters, I had to leave a certain fucking beer club because of homophobia. And then I contacted a mod about this homophobic bullshit. And the mod told me that when they grew up, it was okay to say the N-word in their house. And like, this person's like 10 years younger than me. Couldn't see why I was offended and then proceeded to unfriend me. And then pull all the white, straight, fucking dudes to make sure they're all being policed in a safe space. So why did I leave? I started my own, number one. But like after a conversation, like in general, with several men, double who his age, who said they've never said the N-word in their life because it's never fucking okay. Like, holy fuck, what is wrong with you that you could say that using the N-word was okay growing up and you came from a house where it was okay? So it's okay to drop homophobic slurs on a fucking beard site? Fuck that bullshit. So I don't have a beard. So you know what? I'm gonna start my own where there's like literally actually a zero tolerance policy for it. Because this one, like, we won't tolerate this, except when we're all laughing at it and we all think it's funny. No, I don't tolerate any of that shit whatsoever. Any kind of, like, you want to hate? Go do it on your own time. Because you get one and done with me, and that's the only chance you're going to get. When you can't get down with somebody and what they're doing, just start your own fucking revolution. And if I can't dance, I don't want to be part of your revolution. I will honestly say that. Amen. I'm not a God fucking fearing lady, but I know right and I know wrong. Like, if you don't like it, you can complain or you can fucking change it. And I chose the second one. Now, as for the starting of things, we're late, but I'm jamming porch shows this summer, like a Meet Your Neighbors thing. Adult friending is always weird. I'm teaching to the kids. I'm teaching them business. Speaking of adult friending, they're making more friends in business than I do in business. It's amazing. They're doing lemonade stands, selling all kinds of lemonades. I've got to see friends like in the last couple of weeks that I haven't seen in years. It's been a really good couple of weeks for like friending and hanging out and catching up and just shooting the shit, shooting the breeze, having fun. Feels so good to have coffee and cake dates and porch summer concert series is coming up. That's coming at you. Nights of bands, revolving venues, food and fun like old times. It's like Acoustic Mayhem. Your neighbors can't bitch about it. Acoustic Mayhem is always good. Also playing in the teacher band at school. That's going to be fun. Also, I had told you that something sort of wicked is coming this way. And I do not want to disappoint you about that. I do not disappoint. I always tell the truth. I've got development meetings in the works right now this week to host a brand new show. I can't tell you 100% of the details and let it all the lowdown out yet. But it'll be part of the creepy sort of fringe outlier nature of things. Serial killers, cult survivors, conspiracies, fake deaths, murder, funeral customs, dead stuff. We'll go inside places you're usually not allowed to go inside with the camera yourself, haunted places. So stay tuned. So much more is going to come with me, and a few of you will be featured and will be coming with me too, as so many of you that actually watch and listen to the podcast have creepy careers and the careers that are kind of on the fringe of things. So a lot of you will be coming with me once I reach out to you and these development meetings are finished. So shh, it's a surprise. Shh, like I'm doing on the cover of this artwork. It's a surprise. So here's to Pride. Woo! I got cake. And I got lemonade. Here's to Pride. Here's to summer. Here's to loving one another. Here's to trying a little kindness. You know where to get me if you want me. I am always on Instagram at 21st Century Rocker Mom. If you want to hit the link that's in my bio, you can find me at The Grooming Company. You want to find me on YouTube, I am at Tanya Candler Channel. I am streaming 21st Century Rocker Mom podcast anywhere you stream. You can find this girl. I'll be ticking and talking sometimes on TikTok at 21st Century Rocker Mom as well. Otherwise, I will see you on the flip flop. Be good to one another. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Absolutely nothing. Love each other. Be kind to each other. Just hug each other. Be good to each other. Again, it's cool to be kind. I will see you on the next episode of 21st Century Rocker Mom Podcast. That one's for my homies.